Friends, today I want to talk to you about something that is causing a huge stir. The transformation of Yaman, one of Turkey's most famous actors. His life, which began with discipline, intelligence, and a promising international future, is now trapped in a personal crisis that surprises everyone. For years, he was a symbol of nobility, charisma, and closeness to his fans. An educated man, a trained lawyer, who stood out not only for his physique, but also for his culture. Now, however, the picture has changed. We see a distant, irritable Khan, more associated with scandals and controversies than with his talent. The main cause, according to many, has a name, Sarah Bluma. This relationship has transformed the public perception of the actor. What was supposed to be love has turned into a dynamic of control and isolation, which has overshadowed his best qualities. His strong and free spirit now seems imprisoned, and his reputation weakened, to the point that many see him as arrogant and unreachable. The projects that were meant to boost his career, such as Sandokan or El Turco, did not have the expected impact. Instead, his arguments, public altercations, and especially his relationship with Sarah have become bigger headlines than his performances. The audience asks, where is the elegant and approachable Yaman we once knew? For many, none of this is coincidence. Cancelled series, suspended projects, constant criticism. Some interpret them as signs, warnings that life, or perhaps God, is sending him. Stop. Find your way before it is too late. The truth is that Khan still has what made him great: intelligence, education, talent, and nobility. But he needs to break free from this illusion, to shake off the influence that has brought him here and return to his true self. Otherwise, he risks losing not only his international career, but also the admiration and respect he worked so hard to earn. This is Yaman's crossroads: to continue in a spiral of manipulation and scandals, or to return to being the brilliant actor who inspired millions. Talking about Demet Özdemir means stepping into a terrain full of lights and shadows, where public image often does not match the reality of a woman who, beyond fame, continues to fight for her independence. People talk endlessly about Khan, his character, his scandals, his love life. But Demet, why is she always judged in relation to him, as if her worth depended only on the men she has been linked to? I see in Demet a woman who has chosen silence on more than one occasion, even when it has cost her harsh criticism. She doesn't reply to every attack, doesn't seek public confrontation. And for me, that is a sign of strength, not weakness. While many accuse her of profiting from rumors, she keeps moving forward, working, reinventing herself, maintaining a dignity that not everyone recognizes. Social media comments reflect this contradiction well. Some defend her passionately, pointing out that it is unfair for her to be constantly attacked. They write, with Diletta, with Sarah? In the end, the one who always gets the mud thrown at her is Demet, while he hugs everyone and never refuses an autograph. That contrast is revealing. When it comes to Khan, even his mistakes are forgiven. When it comes to Demet, any gesture is enough for her to be condemned. We must not forget that Demet, like anyone else, has the right to love, to make mistakes, to choose wrongly. She has the right to defend those she loves, even if it puts her in the spotlight. Yet every time she does, the accusations come. She lets herself be manipulated. It's always the same story. But do we really have the right to define her path? I don't think so. The most unfair part is this double standard. Khan is allowed almost everything. Demet is expected to be perfect. If she stays silent, she's blamed for not explaining herself. If she speaks, she's accused of seeking attention. If she's in a relationship, her authenticity is questioned. If she's single, she's labeled as lost. A vicious circle, and yet she keeps moving forward, acting, showing her talent. She has learned not to live for public opinion, to stand tall even when social media turns into a relentless court. Despite the criticism, she remains one of Turkey's most beloved actresses, admired for her sweetness, charisma, and professionalism. Demet is not perfect, of course not. She has contradictions, like everyone, but that should make her more human, not a target for destruction. Because behind the celebrity, there's a person who feels, who suffers, who seeks her place in a world that judges women more harshly. In conclusion, Demet Özdemir deserves more respect and less judgment. She deserves to be recognized not only as Can Yaman's ex or the protagonist of rumors, but as the artist and woman she has proven to be. In the end, she stands tall with dignity, while others get lost in fleeting controversies. And that, for me, is already a victory greater than any headline. Many still associate her with her past with Can Yaman, but Demet chose another path: growth, constructive silence, and self-respect. In her world, that's worth more than any love declaration. What's remarkable is her emotional growth. She didn't seek revenge or attention. She stayed maturely distant. She could have spoken out but chose not to. Instead, she moved on, without scandal, without spectacle. Demet shines without needing revenge. While Can seemed lost, she remained centered, not because she didn't suffer, but because she stayed coherent. She healed without making her pain public. Demet is the kind of woman who, instead of taking revenge, shines even brighter. Some say she's over everything, that she feels nothing. But I believe her strength lies in remembering without letting it consume her, accepting the past as a part of her story, without letting it define her. Her greatness is in continuing to love life and betting on herself. That's what makes her unforgettable. Because Demet didn't need to raise her voice to show who she is. Her silence said everything.